Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rizka Amalia. So today we are going to talk about discourse analysis again. So the topic today is about transactional and performance of discourse. So in the previous video here, I've talked about the scope of discourse analysis in terms of interactional speaking. So as we know that the scope of discourse analysis consists in two terms. First is spoken discourse, second is written discourse. So spoken discourse consists in three types. First is interactional speaking, second is transactional speaking, and the third is performance speaking. So let's talk about the three types of spoken discourse. So according to Richard, there are three types of spoken discourse. There are interactional speaking, transactional speaking, and performance speaking. The first one is interactional speaking. So interactional speaking we often found this type of spoken discourse in conversations. So basically, in interactional speaking is how to analyze the process of analyzing a discourse in conversation. So it's focused on the analyzing of discourse in conversation. By understanding this type of spoken discourse, at least we got three benefits. The first one is, as a language learner, we should be able to use the sequence patterns of spoken discourse, and like the term of IRF is initiation. When we ask, our response when we answer, and F for feedback. F for feedback when we comment. Second, we should be able to use those expressions as a adoption in learning process, both for the student and the teacher. And the third is we should be able to use the internal structures, IRF, like the IRF, in determining an appropriate interactional term when we speak in English. The second types of spoken discourse is transactional speaking. So in transactional speaking, we often found this type of speaking in discussion, debates, job interview, and so on. So unlike the interactional speaking before, that we know the internal structure and then we express it, but in transactional speaking, we know the internal structure and then we express it in the right way. So when does we call it in the wrong way? So it's called, if we are expressed in the wrong way, it's called unnatural discourse. So when does it exactly happen? So it happens when we are talking English. For example, we are talking English, but we think in another uh, another structure of another language. For example, we speak English, but we think in Indonesian. We think in Indonesian structure of structure pattern. We don't think in English. We speak English, but we think in Indonesia. So it's called the wrong way. So because of that, many experts suggest that or reinforce that when you speak in English, you have to think in English as well. So don't speak English but think in another structure of language. The internal structure between interactional speaking and transactional speaking only differs in the move or the function of the internal structure. So in interactional speaking, the IRF is based on based on invitation, is for uh, response, and F is for feedback. But in transactional speaking, IRF, I is for invitation as well, R is for response, and F is not for feedback, but it's for follow up. So invitation, response, and follow up. So invitation can be addressed by speaker in the form of opening, introduction participant, structuring debate organization, welcoming candidates, introduction topic, as well as inviting arguments. And those invitation will elicit a response, such as opening, overviewing topic, stating solutions, as well as giving a recommendation. And those responses will elicit a follow-ups in the form like expressing gratitude. The third is performance speaking. So this type is approximately related to the term of public speaking. So in this performance speaking, we often found in when we in presentation or when we giving a speech. According to Mr. Burhanuddin and Kaharuddin, there are two main reasons that make performance speaking is very difficult for us. So the first reason is it's hard to showing our self-confidence in front of the audience when we giving a speech or giving a presentation. And the second reason is it's hard to make an effective speech when speaking in public deals. As a result, in order to create an appropriate discourse U-turns when we are giving a speech or presentation in front of people, some steps can be applied, which consists of addressing, and second is greeting and gratitude, and then attention grabber, and introduction, what we are going to say or what we are going to talk, and body, the main topic, and the conclusion, like we simply reinforce some important things in our presentation or in our speech, and the last is ending, like we are giving we are conveying a gratitude to the audience. Okay, that's all for today. The last I say, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for watching.